has these little, it's a taper that kind of locks into place. So now I'm pretty much down. I will take this part here and it'll sit on this plastic part. I'm going to make sure it's in the race. Then I'm going to turn it over, and this here fits, this groove will fit over this plastic right there, kind of forcing it down. Okay. Wow, very nice. Very nice. Much nicer than it ever was. Now at this point, I take my Merckx cap and I put that, and that covers everything. So now you see it. Okay? So everything's together. I got the cap on. Now a large spacer is going to go on. Now, I've already pretty much gotten to the position where I want my spacers. So there's the two spacers. Okay, and now I'm going to get the handlebars, and I am going to put those on right now too. So let me see if I can get this set. Okay. So I've already threaded. You know, I got to talk to you about this too, guys. A lot of people don't realize this. I've already threaded these cables through these handlebars, okay? So I got this boot back up because I had to see whereabouts my hand fits. Now, the cable for the shifter goes on the bottom. The top cable has a groove. You can come around the back and down, or you can come in the top and go in here. And I'm going to keep it this way. So it goes in there and it comes out there. Okay? So that's the deal. Now I have two holes in the center, and that's for the Wahoo or some kind of, for like a computer. This will be a mount that comes up, and then you can mount your computer right on there. Now, I don't know what these holes are here. Maybe somebody who sees this, they can tell me what these are. I really don't know what those are. But at this point, I'm going to, I'm going to put these on right now. So let's see if I get a good view. Yeah. So I am going to, now there's a collar on this, and the collar has to be lined up. Lined up with a cut that's in the stem itself. Let me get a wrench here. Hold on, guys. Now, for some reason, I noticed that this, let's see, these bolts they have a star bolt. Interesting. I'm trying to get my collar, because this is a 1 1/8. All right, my collar's lined up. I'm going to push it up into place. Okay, we're good. And this is going to sit right down on it. Okay. Now, so now that I got the, everything pushed down, and those races are in there drying, I know that it's fairly tight. So I'm going to do two things right now. I'm going to get my compression fitting. Give me a second. And I'm going to put that in. Okay. I'm going to put a spacer at the top. They want like 5 millimeter at the top. So actually this needs to be cut down. It's more than 5 mil. And so it is what it is. All right, so okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure that the top cap and the top cap is, so they want about 5 to 7 nm, up to 10 nm. So let me see if I have enough pull on this top cap to pull this integrated part down. Okay, nope, I didn't go far enough down. All right, so I like, oh yeah, okay. So at this point now, I got the handlebars pretty much lined up just for now. I got the compression in there, and now I'm going to pull and push down the handlebar stem and handlebars. Okay, so now I know that everything is pulled down, okay, and it's all compressing those races that are in that. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I can feel it already. Big difference. Okay, so at this point, guys, I'm going to leave it like this, and I am going to let it dry. Now, this is a star bit on both sides, and these have to be torqued later to 7 nm. Okay, so I'm going to just make it somewhat tight, but not too tight. I got a torque wrench right here. So what you want to do when you tighten these, you want to tighten them evenly, the bottom and then the top. You make it as the bottom as tight as the top, and vice versa. You want to stagger the tightening, okay guys? Alright, so I'm there, and I'm going to leave it. Okay, so I tightened it up for now, and I can feel already the difference in how it used to be and compared to it is now. So there is also a rule of thumb of where your seat wants to be in conjunction to the bars, okay, the height. And of course, it's all predicated on yourself and how you feel and whatnot. And that's why they have spacers that are larger, so you can put smaller on there and then larger at the top, or you can cut your head tube down. Wherever you want this to sit, you can sit. You can be lower to the bike frame, or you can go a little higher. Right now, this is exactly, or very, very close to where I normally sit and position it. Now, it may come down a little bit more. I'm thinking it might, and I'll just, because this is a new integrated stem and bars. So we'll have to see later how I sit on it and how it looks. So right now, let me add the front wheel to this thing. Just set it up there so you can get an idea, a better idea. And I'm going to talk to you about the cable ends. Okay, and what I just did the other day is kind of interesting. So So normally, how I sit is I like to have about an inch drop. So I got a little pole over here that I use as, okay. So on my seat, and I'm coming off my seat, and I'm about an inch, well, let's see. Actually about an inch or so, actually this looks pretty good, below this pole, okay, a horizontal plane across. So it looks like I'm pretty happy with where that's going to be sitting. So it's 1 to 7 hours for this this stuff to cure. Okay, it's taking up the space in the head tube. So I won't get any movement in those races at all anymore. It'll dry kind of semi-hard, stiff, and those races will sit perfect. And I can feel it. I can feel the difference already. When you lift your bicycle and you drop it, if you hear any noise, any noise at all, you know you got movement or play in a headset. You know, the olden days, they used to have a headset, had a locking nut right up top. Okay, and two nuts locked against each other, and you would spin the forks, and then you would tighten up those locking nuts until they were snug against each other. But times have changed, and they came up with this idea of this is called a hidden set. Now they don't make this anymore. Okay, I was talking to Campagnolo yesterday, I think it was yesterday morning, they called me, and Brian, the representative for Campy USA North America, was telling me, he goes, man, I listened to your message and I never knew that Campy even made a hidden set. So times have changed and things are different now. A lot of the carbon bikes are carbon.